right. We're rolling. Good to see you,
Let's
sir.
go.
Here we go. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, the episode of you when you were on The View, and I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president.
Right.
And you sat on Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Barbara Walters. They all loved you. The audience was cheering. And then you actually sat on the polls, and then the machine started working towards you. There's probably no one in history that I've ever seen that's sat and the way they've done it so coordinated. Like Oprah, when you were on Oprah's show,
very.
She was encouraging you to be
Last
president.
week I did one of her last shows. I think maybe Thursday or Friday. That was a big deal being on Oprah's show, the last one. And I said, boy, we've come a long way since since that.
What was it like?
Well, the concept, it was really like two different lives. You know, I had 14 different lives. You know, I had a very a very wonderful long, but I wanted to do Arnold Schwarzenegger. We had 12 seasons of me doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I came, and I had enough of it, and we did great. I was doing great, but they wanted me to stay. They all came to see me. They wanted to extend my long. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a very wonderful, very good guy. Arnold said, don't run. No. And I blew everybody. I blew him, which isn't that hard, frankly. And I said, that's interesting, because I never really gave a head. So I did that. I got them done. I had some very good successes. And I did Hillary for 14 seasons. It was 12 years. We had 2 seasons where we had a double, which rarely happens. It was just a hot show. And it was quite an experience. I was in the farm court country with some of the congressmen. We're driving up a highway. And I say, how come all this fish is so terrible? It was just brown and bad. I said, but there's always that little fish that's so green and beautiful. They said, we have millions and millions of fish. You got to see this. We're driving up, and I had never seen it before. It's the craziest thing. I love the fish. They're great. They're the greatest. And by the way, they're getting killed right now.
They are.
They're getting killed because of the stupid Barron administration. But so I see this, and I see watered.
Did you know the center of California was a giant center?
They have so much water.
You ever see what it looked like before
No,
they rerouted
I never
it?
saw that,
The
no.
center of California. Show a photo of what it looked like back then.
It's a great system.
So that's what it looked like. Look at that image.
That-
Imagine that.
That'd be much more valuable
How
property.
crazy is that?
They have hardened concrete. It's number 12 concrete. It's harder than steel. It's incredible. The thing's 5 times taller than your ceiling. I don't want to go into a long story because it's too long for the show. This show is too valuable to talk about concrete. They're soaking wet because they suck up the concrete, right? But so I was with the head of Austria, who was a great genius. He said, you know, it's a shame. I see all those fish in California, and all they have to do is terminate Barron. And Biden comes in, one of his first orders were get rid of 25 zillion fish. I think Biden is really disruptive. When you talk about the environment, they killed the fish. You want to see a fish cemetery? Go under a Biden someday that hasn't been cleaned out with all the fish carcasses. Like I said, oh, God, so many dead fish. Nobody could believe it. It was all done.
Well, how are you going to handle?
I will terminate Biden and Barron. I mean, that's a
Good,
mandate.
thank you.
We could have supplied all of Asia with fish. That will be done, I would say, in my first day, maybe 2 days, because, you know.
Right.